I am impressed.
Alright, hello, we're going to do some Unity programming. I'm just realizing the terrain doesn't have any tinting here. It only supports a diffuse texture, which is kind of surprising. I kind of thought, I guess the specular multiplication doesn't affect the diffuse. I actually should look at this shader code. Oh my god, why did gedit open over here? Oh no. Why did gedit open on my other monitor and now the window bugs out? That's so weird. I'm pretty sure that's a Windows 10 bug. So that didn't used to happen before. So let's look at this. Mixed diffuse, splat control. So there's nothing about specular here. If we wanted to mix it, we would have to mix it manually. Let's see, ST is the only thing. There's actually, yep. So there's actually no terrain color attribute, which is kind of annoying. Like, that's actually not very good. You would definitely think that they would have have a way to tint terrain. Oh my god, what happened to Windows, dude? Oh my god, I think my computer's like dying. My one monitor, everything that I put on my one monitor is like going white. Hold on, OBS is still good, right? Yeah, OBS is still good. What the heck is going on here? You can see the windows there that are now white. Alright, I'm just gonna close stuff. It is incredible to me that I think Windows 10 is pretty goddamn bad, and then every time I think Windows 10 is like the worst it can get, it just gets even worse. Alright, so this might even be a Firefox bug, because it is only happening to Firefox. So we're just gonna kill Firefox. Very interesting how, like, I literally think computers are getting worse. Like, computers are literally just straight up not... Okay, what is happening here? No, it just happened again. It just went completely white. Dude, what the hell? Oh my god. So, like, I completely killed the Firefox process. Maybe I need to, Nope, okay, everything that I open on this monitor is dying. What is going on? I might actually need to end stream. What the hell? This is weird. I have never seen something this bad before. Why is this happening? Okay, I'm gonna try ending DWM. Oh, it looks like that fixed it. Okay, everything is working now. Everything is working now. Windows 10 is a fucking joke. Like, just straight up, Windows 10 is a fucking disaster. Like, software is getting so much worse. Computers and technology are literally getting worse every single day. They aren't getting better. It's crazy. And it's like so bad when we're building so much society off of them. Holy shit. So like my whole one monitor just went white until I destroyed the DWM.exe process and restarted it. Like, what the fuck? So let's try Googling this now. I was gonna Google... Oh my god, it just happened again. Oh my god. I bet it's Firefox. I bet it's... Okay. I don't get what's happening here. Let me try to show this. Watch this. So whenever I open a new window on my second display... Okay, so you can see the second display here. Boom. Completely white. If I open a new Explorer.exe, completely white. What the hell? It's actually like my computer's bugged. I might need to restart. Every window on second monitor is white. Maximized window blank/empty. Yep, tons of people having this exact issue. Of fucking course. Oh my god, there's a bunch of people saying that this issue never goes away and your PC basically becomes unusable. That is a scary, scary thought. So yeah, it definitely seems related to DWM.exe because it goes back to basically the desktop. This is so dumb. Like, starting to go into development and you just deal with a bunch of Windows 10 issues. Like, I'm just like curious, like, how do I even fix this? I guess I just need to restart. Like, I'm almost worrying that restarting my PC isn't going to fix this because I think this is just an issue with the last Windows 10 update. I literally can't do anything now because I can't open new windows. Alright, so there's some people suggesting changing your window or PC resolution. Hold on. In case this. So, you know what was an amazing design for Windows? Microsoft are fucking geniuses, dude. They decided to put your email address in the Windows control panel because I guess it's linked to your Microsoft account. So now, if I ever want to open up Control Panel on stream, I need to be aware that it could leak my fucking IP address. Or, sorry, not my IP. It actually can leak my IP address too, but it can leak my email. Holy fuck, I actually hate Microsoft. Like, what a fucking joke of a company publishing this shitty fucking operating system that doesn't even work. Alright, let's try it. Oh my god, it fixed it. So, changing my screen resolution fixed it. At least for now. I'm gonna laugh if I go to open this up again and it happens again. No, okay, it finally worked. Spending 10 fucking minutes dealing with stupid Windows 10 issues. Like, it drives me nuts when I see people on the internet defending Microsoft and Windows 11 these days. Like, there's literally people saying, be happy with what you're getting. No, we're taking fucking steps back and they're literally putting built-in advertisements into this operating system that you already paid $300 fucking dollars for. Like, the state of software is a goddamn joke. Honestly though, it doesn't like, it's not like other businesses and aspects of society are that different. So let's see if Unity has any way to tint terrain layers. Terrain paint textures offer no color tint. What to do? Any solution. When it comes to terrain shaders, my favorite is Microsplat. Follow-ups is based on misunderstanding the term texture and paint. In terms of coloration, you might be thinking texture mapping. Okay, that literally doesn't explain. So there is... there's not a lot of answers on Google. Google's fucking shit, dude. It starts giving me ArcGIS answers on the second page when I search up Unity terrain. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna, there's no way to, I'm just gonna assume there's no way to tint them because, yeah, it just looks like there's no way to tint them. Alright, So what I wanted to start with today is actually doing some more generating procedural terrain for this map, so we're not just driving around on a flat plane and jumping over a cube. I'm hopefully going to build an actual little course for us to test driving, or basically give me a better way to test driving the car, because just driving it over a flat plane isn't a good test. So I'm just getting the terrain set up here. I gotta see, I was looking at doing tinting in the terrain layer, but I guess the terrain layers only support textures, so if I wanted to do tinting I would need to like generate a new texture just with the tint. So I'm thinking the base ground, and I kind of got to design like what would the initial layer be. I guess just concrete. And so I was thinking of grabbing textures online, but I feel like almost trying to draw little crappy ones for this, because I don't know, it just seems like it would make it have more of a style, and it's not that hard to make little simple cartoonish textures. So what am I looking for? I think I might do layer, or I guess I'll start with like gray. I'm gonna add layers of noise. I'm going to try to do layers of noise. I wish they actually gave you a good way to do this. I guess clouds would actually be a better way to do layered noise. Doing a layer of clouds and then mixing that over top. I feel like that's a pretty good concrete texture. Is it oh yeah, and it's automatically seamless because we used clouds and stuff. Nice. All right. I'm also thinking, like, what... I feel like doing another texture while I have this up. I feel like I'll also want to do, like, dirt. Like, dirt ground. I downloaded a whole bunch of plugins for this, and I haven't tried like half of these plugins. So while I'm going through this, I'm literally just looking at all these new things I could use. I want to see what this flames effect looks like. It's like a modified clouds. So it's like clouds that just has more detail. Dimensions. Oh, it's for giving a little highlight thing to show how big something is, like the dimensions of something. That makes sense. Wait. Did I read that right? Meme Maker. Create your own memes. Did I really download this? Top text, bottom text. Oh my god. It's literally a quick creator for memes. Okay. Hmm. I'm just thinking what I want to do. Like, I want to do some dirt, except it's gonna be like, I don't know, not like dirt, almost like sludge. Maybe I actually can do what I'm trying to do with clouds and then warping them with the liquefy. I'm thinking of doing layers of this. Can I just automatically blend these? Like, Just apply clouds on top of clouds. So there's something here that just lets you set from hue to hue. From saturation to saturation. No, I was looking at a way that I can change hue while it's grayscale. I guess I just have to change these curves. So I want this to be kind of a mix of brown and green.
I am impressed.
Thanks for the follow, Haas. Yeah, I feel like that's the, I think this is actually a decent, decent look for what I was going for. So Sort of a grungy texture. Alright, I'm just gonna fix this now and smudge this together so it's tiling. Oops, I forgot that pressing enter made that speed, or made that exit. Alright. I'll call that grunge. Alright, and I wanted 2 textures at least, or 2 terrain layers, so that I can kind of test the generation of this. So now I'm going to add this procedural terrain to the road generation. Remove this procedural voxel chunk that we were generating before. And we'll generate the terrain. I just need to remember how to do this. I think I just do set heights, set alpha maps, set detail layers. I wonder, can I just do data set detail layer? So maybe, hold on, let me try adding a generate function here. Goes through and sets all these. Nice, okay. So now I should just be able to call that when I want to actually generate it. That's weird, it didn't... Oh, I didn't save. There we go, so we can add the procedural terrain. I just want to see, does this do anything? Okay, so it does. It creates a an empty terrain.
I am impressed.
That it looks like, thanks for the follow, Judge Judy Slayer. It looks like it has no, oh wait, it does. It has texturing applied. Okay, never mind. So we have a base terrain. let's look at this. So it creates a new terrain game object. So this is the only way. Like, wait. This actually makes me wonder, is there a way to manually create game objects so I can put it onto this game object? I guess it doesn't really matter, but I kind of want it centered. Where is the position? Why is there no selection thing on the terrain here, or on the game object? Where are my selector gizmos? Wait, so this box is a gizmo here. Where are the selector gizmos? Like, where are the object selectors? Are they... Did I turn them off and I'm just like stupid? Wait. Hand tool. Move tool. Okay, yeah, so I had it set to hand tool and I just didn't even realize. Alright, let's see if we can manually add terrain. I guess we could manually add terrain. No, I guess I'll just create terrain game object. I guess I'll also, when I create this game object in the transform, I'll center it. See if this works, makes it centered, and then we'll look at actually placing or designing the terrain. I don't know if I changed the controls or something, but it seems like the car isn't driving now. That's okay though, we'll work on the terrain generation first. Yeah, okay, nice. So our terrain does look like it's aligned. Very nice. So I guess I can set this object to static too, because it has the terrain set to static. Alright, so this is decent starting out. It's generated a terrain. So let's try adding sine waves to our terrain I just want to make sure this generation all works. So I'm just looking. Height map resolution is resolution +1. Wait, how do I get the other length? Wait, I actually don't know how lengths work in 2D arrays in C#. How to get length. Get length with the index of the dimension. Or actually, I can just do resolution +1. So let's try this. H, X, Y equals, we'll do a sine wave. And then we'll multiply it by like 100. Oh, wait, and I need to look up, is the heights in normalized? Is it in normalized coordinates, or the samples are represented as float values ranging from 0 to 1? Okay, that answers it. So we'll do 0 to 1 like that. Alright, this should generate some sine waves. Very tall sine waves. Object reference not set to instance of object. Okay, this should be an awake, not start. Oh man, I actually hate Unity. I just realized there's no way to control whether or not this gets initialized before this. I just need to hope that the procedural terrain is actually initialized before road generation here. Okay, so I set it up, but then I didn't... Okay, first of all, I just realized I can actually do something to make this more efficient. I don't need to generate the terrain until you actually generate it for the first time. So I actually shouldn't call this until it's already generated. Oh, there we go. So that's our terrain made of a whole bunch of sine waves. The resolution on the terrain is actually pretty good. How many triangles is that? Probably a lot. I actually can't really see. But anyways, okay, the generation works. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some music on.
am impressed.
You have to access these one at a time. I'm not used to using C-Sharp's built-in 2D and 3D arrays. Alright, so that hopefully will create a wall with a border around the edge of the terrain. Index was outside the bounds of the array. So I wonder if this is just for... So why is the height map resolution always one higher than the alpha map resolution? Why is that? I mean, let's just try to in resolution. I seem to remember I had to do +1 there for a reason. Index was outside the bounds of the array. So, let's debug this. There we go, looks like it worked. There's no border here, but... Oh, kind of. So now we've got like towers. I definitely think I'm doing this code somewhat wrong. At least the terrain generation is somewhat working. Is it interpolating to the different textures? It doesn't look like it's doing the texture interpolation though. It's kind of hard to tell. I should look up what the alpha map variables mean. How to interpret terrain data alpha maps. It seems like I'm supposedly using it correctly. This is so weird because I swear I'm setting it how I'm supposed to. So let me look at this code. What's wrong with this? Minimum between abs and abs. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be max, actually. There we go. So that is the wall I was talking about, or like border. It's interesting though, it almost looks like there's like cracks in it. Oh, so I guess that is the gray. That's the splat map texture. Let me try making the area bigger. It should be filling this in with the different textures, I believe. Oh yeah, so I can kind of see right here the texturing. But yeah, it's fading from here. So I actually need to put the border coloring before it actually scales up. I think. I guess I could kind of leave it like that, but Alright, I'm gonna try making this bigger. What is the base map resolution for rendering far patches? So we're going to make it much bigger. There we go. Now that really scales up. So I wonder how I change these settings. I guess I just set it from code. So I'm going to move that back a bit. I might actually have to change the code just for the texturing, because I do think I want the concrete texture getting put down here. But that is the issue. So that it won't necessarily render properly if I do that. Still too much of a border. Is this not changing what I think I am? What I think it is? Maybe it's the multiplied by 10 that's the big effect. Oh yeah, it was the multiplied by 10. Okay, that's actually working pretty well, except for the texture stretching right here. So, how would I fix the texturing here? I almost feel like doing this manually. Like doing an if statement of whether or not this is smaller than this amount. Flip that around the other way. Now this isn't the actual, like, end goal of where I'm gonna try to, oh wait, what happened? Okay, so that bugged out. This isn't how I'm gonna write the code in the end. I'm just sort of testing if this works. So, if bigger than hello AEM, doing alright. I think I'm at the stage where I'm actually making like decent progress with this again. Alright, so that is flipped around. I'm adding terrain now as the base ground to this driving game. And right now I'm just sort of generating like a box type thing, or like ground with walls. So interestingly, it looks like these are like uneven. I don't know if uneven is the right word. It looks like maybe the splat map is a little bit bigger on one end than the other, which is very interesting. I don't know why Unity would make one of the textures of the terrain 1 pixel larger than the other textures. Either way, it's working alright now. That's basically what I wanted, is I just wanted a little bit of a wall. And now, what I want to do is actually like an on-ramp type thing. So this is interesting. Oh, wait, I guess that's... I thought it was blending with this texture, but it's actually still just the warping of that texture. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to add a, I guess an on-ramp. Basically like a turning, a corkscrew raising part of the ground that goes up in a circle to raise up, like basically allow you to drive the car up to a higher area. So I'm thinking I can literally just program something starting in one area and going in an arc around to the other one. Or what I was thinking, I guess I can just start just by having ground that just rises gradually. I think I'm gonna go with the turning shape though, because it'll be easier to just like place. So I was thinking how that would work. I could do a tan based around where I want to draw it. I feel like that might actually be a good solution, since I just want to do a curved ramp. I'm just thinking if there's a better way of doing this. First of all, I feel like calling this right on start might not be a best idea, because it'll lag for the first frame. And I feel like there should be a better way to mix these together. I guess what I could do is do no like interpolation here and just set it to a texture ID. That would be a lot easier. Alright, anyways, let's do the corkscrew. I'm just gonna do it in the center right now. So I'll add, I guess I'll just add to the height here. I'll add a ramp. So this is gonna be, So I think I'm gonna treat length and angle as like polar coordinates. And then the ramp will be a line in polar coordinates, which will end up being an arc in real coordinates. I was wondering, is this what I'm looking for? Maybe it's more like a box where I want to do absolute value of this. And then clamping that. I'll just start with length to begin. See how this works. This should draw a circle around the center. There we go. There's our circle. It's way too tall. But that sets the beginning. So now we can also, I believe, I guess I could scale this up by angle is what I could do. I guess scaling by angle would actually be so let's see how that works. So that should make it raise up out of the ground in an arc. Yep. There we go. Very nice. So now we need to make this basically flat. And this would actually make a nice like half pipe. With the car controller here. I don't know why it's having such a hard time turning. I don't know what I changed. I'm probably gonna rewrite this whole car controller, I think. Yep, I'm gonna add rear-wheel drive for sure. Alright, I'm gonna try making this an actual road. Tempted to try to jump over it though. I don't know why the car is moving way slower now. Maybe it's something with the terrain or something I changed, I don't know. Alright, let's try making this flat. So we need to make this scale up based off the length. Okay, so angle's gonna be... Alright, I know how to write this. If length times length smaller. I guess we'll just do absolute value length. Smaller than 0.01f. Then ramp plus equals a tan 2 max 0. And we can flip this negative to go up the other way. There we go, that's a ramp. That is a ramp, okay. It's way too big a ramp, but it is a ramp. So what am I going to multiply this by to fix this? I guess 0.2 will work. Oh, nice. That is a nice ramp. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that is sick. Okay. So, having a decent map to drive on is so crucial. How does driving down the hill work? So I gotta make some way to flip. It's actually not working too bad. But yeah, the friction, that's what I'm messing with right now. You can actually see it does roll, or simulate rolling on the wheels. And then if you go sideways, it stops. Default physics, slide from everything that's not flat. It's got a little bit of friction. You can actually see, you can actually drift just by driving, which is actually pretty cool. Like you start going fast and then you drift. That did not work. I should program in drifting soon. Oh yeah, look at that, 360. I've been thinking about what driving mechanics should be my goal for this, and I'm honestly starting to think I just want to copy Mario Kart Double Dash. Do a barrel roll. Oh damn, look at that. That is some sick air. I made one of these ramps that kind of curves sideways, like what's it called? Can't remember what it's called. Anyways, I want to do one of those again to test kind of driving up on walls. The physics seem good, though. Oh god, wait, the car just got stuck on its, like, nose. Okay, the physics do need some work. Yeah, and it kind of got like stuck there before falling. Alright, I'm gonna add I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna add something else. Like almost like a half pipe, but in a circle. Actually, wait, this should be interesting. This should give the ground a general slope in one direction. I'm curious how it will look. Okay, we spawned through the ground. It's just enough of a slope to put us through the ground, but doesn't really do anything. Maybe only some delay for turning missing. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing, like... I'm almost thinking of just simulating, like, a character walking forward, like, doing the most simple physics you can do for a car. And then, like, basically hacking in the drifting and the friction, like, not actually using the physics engine for it, but instead controlling it with almost like an animation. Yeah, that's kind of a... Let's try it. Not exactly a half pipe or what I was going for, but it should work. Okay, yeah, so that's what I wanted to test. So our car does not turn to meet the surface. Oh, wait. Oh, that kind of worked there. Interesting. So that kind of worked. I might try messing more with these car physics. So difficult. Hold on, I just want to test something. Are terrain casting shadows? Or is the terrain casting shadows? Because it does not look like the terrain is casting shadows. Oh my god, I don't think the terrain's casting shadows. Maybe? Oh no, it has shadows, never mind. I'm just dumb. Yeah, so it has huge issues turning. Or not like turning, but like it's this, where it sets the angular velocity. Let me try going back to my old code that I have right here. So the issue is it scales back the angular velocity. I almost just need to like leave the angular velocity but this will probably cause some big issues. Okay. Wow. It actually somewhat works now. Turns too fast, but and it doesn't turn to fall. Instead it kind of like slides down. And this is why I need to stop using the ray casting. It just got like stuck on a surface because the ray cast is not really hitting it. Or actually, I guess it's like stuck in between the triangles there. So because the angular velocity never gets clamped, it ends up spinning out because it doesn't apply any friction to the angular velocity. Huh. So I might try applying this differently. Get SDF remarking and never get stuck. That sounds like a good way to make it glitch into the surface. This just makes me think of all the banding errors from SDF ray marking that are the ray glitching into the surface a little bit. So I'm actually thinking, what if I just copy this and I just apply it differently here? Like I do 5 instead of 100. Still in the POW. Alright, probably turns too fast. It does go up. It does shift to go up though. Yeah. Getting stuck on the sides of surfaces like this because the ray casts aren't like hitting. That definitely needs to be fixed. So it's weird, there's almost like too much turning when you have high velocity. Like way too much turning, but then when you have low velocity you basically can't turn. need to think of a better way of doing this. Maybe ramping up angular velocity if it isn't equal to where we're trying to turn. I'm just trying to think why this never ends up pushing it forward. I guess V-vel magnitude isn't big enough to push it higher than the friction scales it down each frame. Huh. Way too much turning. That's the weird thing though, but then there's no turning when it doesn't move, and then all of a sudden the turning just scales up because I believe it has something to do with the friction or something. See, this is weird though. I thought it was the friction, but I've actually taken away most of the friction scaling now. Let's try again. So weird. There's like, it can't, angular velocity doesn't count when it's moving very slowly. Like, it's very weird. Like right here it has angular velocity, but it's not actually turning. Hold on, can we literally see? That's so weird. The angular velocity like goes back and forth, but then it just hits a point where it actually has no effect. It almost makes me think I need to do turning built in manually. That's so weird. It literally doesn't turn. I guess right now it's just turning very slowly. So there we go. That has angular movements even at the lowest, but this isn't going to work for climbing the hill. Yeah, damn. I'm almost wondering if there's like if my issue is that the angular velocity isn't shifting to meet the surface, I'm wondering what if I added code that made like the car stick to the surface, like get attracted to the surface below it. I feel like that would actually allow you to do like loop-de-loops and stuff. Maybe I should put a loop-de-loop in and see if that's possible. Is there any shapes built in that are shaped like a loop-de-loop?
I am impressed.
Maybe a cylinder or capsule? I guess because you can't go inside a cylinder or capsule. Huh. Alright, hold on. We shall open Blender and we shall make a loop-de-loop. Because I kind of want the driving physics to work with a loop-de-loop. That looked good. Looks kind of like a hamster wheel. I guess I should make it with like, I don't know, like a ramp going onto it so you can slide into that. Like, maybe disconnect this one. Is it edge split, I think? So that, we want that to try to be like perfectly flat so you can drive from that onto the ramp, or onto the loop-de-loop. And then what to do with these? Maybe we could shift these over to the side. I wonder if this will work. I bet it will if I line this up correctly. Very slowly shift it to the side. Okay. That actually doesn't look too bad. I wonder if this is possible. Well, I mean, like, obviously there's a way to design a physics system that works with this. How do I make the faces double-sided? So that's the issue, is that this is not a double-sided mesh. So I guess I need to add double-sided manually to the shader. Is there a way, when you're doing shaders in Unity, to detect what way the face is? Like, basically, if you're doing a double-sided shader, you need to flip around the normal for the face when it's not facing the camera. try to use vFace register of SM3 model. Sounds like shader coded is an error. Like, this is weird to me because you can manually calculate this. It just seems like something that should just be like, goddamn, I hate this shit. Where it's like, you expect this shit to be built into Unity, and then I'm sitting here reading through this fucking shader documentation to try and do stuff that I would be doing in my own engine anyways. Like, I use Unity to try to avoid doing this stuff, and then I need to fucking do it anyways because Unity's such a shit engine it doesn't have it built in. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, this is a crazy thing to me. Like, I go to do something very simple, like go to do a double-sided mesh, and then it's like, oh, you can't do that because Unity just works this way. Fuck you. Like, holy shit. Yeah. So I guess we're just gonna double all the triangles because Unity is a shit engine. So you can't even use vFace to flip normals for most cases because it's like after or like before tangents, like it's before, like you do normal maps sometimes. So like this is so fucking badly designed. Like, you would think that Unity devs would be like, oh yeah, you use this matrix to calculate the camera forward direction. Like, I'm pretty sure I know how to do this shit. Like, I'm pretty sure if I go and use the camera forward direction, oh my god, I fucking hate Windows. It just happened again. My whole left monitor, the windows on it just went white. Are you fucking kidding me? So this last Windows 10 update just completely fucked my PC somehow. The windows on one monitor just go like completely white every hour or so. Doesn't fix itself until I change my screen resolution. And what it does is when I open a window, it opens on the wrong monitor for like, I don't even get it. Like, there's shit like this, like Windows opening on the wrong monitor that seems like it's not related, but it only happens whenever the windows go white. And so, I don't know if you just saw, I just pressed maximize on this window, and it opened it up on my other monitor. It maximized it on my other monitor. So, like, I don't know if you saw that. I pressed maximize, and it brought it up on the other monitor. Like, what is going on in Windows 10? Like, I'm wondering, is the kernel fucking dying here? Like, there's fucking reading and writing random memory, and I'm just like, just rolling the die right now of whether or not it writes the wrong memory and my whole PC crashes. That's what my programmer brain thinks when I see like whole screens going white. Alright, anyways, I'm fairly certain that you could use the world space camera forward to compare that to the normal, and then when the normal is the opposite direction of the forward, you flip the normal back for double face shading. I think maybe your RAM is dying. See, I would expect that if I had any signs of my RAM actually dying. Like, that's the thing that bothers me, is all the issues seem to just stem from Windows. Yeah, so I guess I could make a, I actually think I could make a double-sided shader here if I want to. Windows 10 has built-in memcheck. You can easily try it when you're going to boot next time. Does Linux do memcheck every time you boot up? I swear sometimes I boot up Linux and it's like on a black screen for like 30 seconds checking memory. Instead of making this double-sided, I might just extend the mesh. Because, like, what directions are these normals facing? That's the question. No, Linux just slow, especially when you boot from HDD. Fair enough. There is a black screen when you boot up from Linux a bunch of times where it goes through saying checking. Like, is it checking your drives then? I swear it's doing some sort of memory check. How do I tell if the normals are faced forward? Oh my god, it's still happening that all the windows are white. Are you fucking kidding me? So this is what it looks like. Hold on. Hold on. I have to... So... Oh my god. So if I don't... So OBS will eventually turn white if I don't drag it over to this monitor. So look at this, okay. So second monitor. Look at this. The whole... So like, I don't know if you see the window is bugged out here. There's like supposed to be a window here, but you can't drag or do anything. And then if like I open a new Windows Explorer, completely white. And so like you see there, it actually like shows it opening up the window, but you can't actually click it. Alright, hold on. I need to like change. So if I change my screen resolution back and forth from one thing to another, it fixes it for a little bit, and then it happens again. Like, I'm actually thinking that, like, this is unusable. Like, I should just go and boot up Linux or some shit. Like, I don't know why I'm dealing with this shit. I see it white, but like it can be RAM errors. Yeah, but statistically it being RAM errors and only showing up a white screen that's affecting a very specific Windows process, and this exact same error happens to a whole bunch of other people. Like if you Google Windows 10 second monitor white screen, there's like so many people that have this issue too, and this is how I found the solution of switching my screen resolution back and forth. Hey, it's fixed. Yeah, I don't think it's RAM. If it was RAM, statistically, it wouldn't just show up as a white screen. And statistically, if it was RAM, I don't think restarting things would fix it. It would probably just show up as other errors. Is there a way to show normal directions in Blender? How to view face normals. Click the overlay button, then select an option. What is the overlay button? I use on second PC 3 monitors, but they're AMD and it work for hours with no problem. So I don't know with Windows 10. I mean, this is the first time I've had this issue. Multiple monitors have worked fine for me for days as well, but all of a sudden this is happening. So it was a Windows update like 2 days ago. Like I almost guarantee it was the Windows update that happened like yesterday.
So let's say that you have some 3D 3D object in Blender, but you want to see which way the face normals are pointing. Well, your first instinct would be to go over to Overlays, but it is actually not here because we are in Object mode. So you want to shift this over to Edit mode, or just hit Tab to do that. And then we can select our vertices, edges, and faces. But once you have Edit mode enabled, just go to Overlays again. And then we have a bunch of more settings. And the one we want is all the way down here, which is Normals. And we have 3 different viewing types. My favorite is this third one, where the normal comes out of the center of the face, and of course we can change what this looks like in the viewport with the size.
Alright, thank you, CG Matter. That was a very quick, effective tutorial. I like it. Okay, yeah, so we can see the normals are actually backwards right here. So I gotta decide, do I want to do extrude and do like that and give it like a surface? I feel like that extrude is probably the way to go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Wait. Does... Oh my god, Blender doesn't even show you your quick, Blender doesn't even have any way to go to your recent files, or like... Or it has recent files, but it doesn't have the, I can't remember what it's called, Windows Quick Select or whatever it is. I need to like manually go through to my folder. I gotta say, Blender's UI, like this file select is pretty shit. Like really shit. Like you can't even type in letters to get to what you're going for. You can search up in the bar, but it's like the basic thing of typing in A and having it go to the next thing that starts with A does not support that at all. Alright, here we are. I agree, but it cross-platform. It's also, yeah, it's such a good piece of software. For the most part. I can't remember, there's some scaling option or something here that makes it export with really good options for Unity. I can't remember what it is. All right, here's our loop. This triggers the fuck out of me. This whole thing of creating materials, like it automatically creates materials for you, but then they're blank and you can't edit them. So it literally generates repeated, like it generates blank default materials over and over and over again. I think what they were going for here is, I think they were like, oh, well, you could, like, I guess you could, maybe they used to have custom importers that actually used to match up. Like, I actually wonder if you use Autodesk or something other than Blender, if it actually imports the material correctly. Because, yeah, I don't fucking get it. Like, why would they even create this new material if it's just blank and default? It does not make sense. Alright. Okay, here's a loop-de-loop. Can we put a mesh collider on that? We can. Oh, I just realized the friction's probably higher on the terrain because of the physics material we were using. Interesting. So let's see how big this is. Oh, wait, this is rendering inside out. Did Blender lie to me about the normals? This is actually flipped. What the hell? So was Blender lying to me about these normals? Like... Oh yeah, so these aren't pointing outwards. That's deceiving. Okay, that will hopefully work this time. Nice. Just automatically imported. So what height do we have to put it at to get it aligned with the ground? Five. Okay. I don't think this is going to work at all. Wow. That... Wait, it actually made it up higher than I thought it was going to. Maybe if I get enough speed, it actually does work. Okay, so there's a little edge here. Yeah. So I am seeing some immediate... I almost feel like this, like doing a car game like this would be easier with your own physics engine. Because this is like even the tiniest things, like little ledges, like with the with the built-in physics engine of physics and actual real physics, when you have it hit a ledge or something, it goes like up like that. It gets like jolted back. Whereas what you want is you want like a smooth, dampered movement. Like I almost feel like doing your own custom physics or movement system is like, I don't know how else you would get really smooth. Gonna make this wider to hopefully make it easier. I don't know how else you would do it. Like all the things I'm thinking of here of okay, that's better. Of how to get around. Like I'm just basically thinking of a bunch of hacks, not real solutions. Alright, I have a feeling if I catch enough speed I can actually do this. Close. What if I go at it from this side? Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, how would I simulate smoothness? Like, you can actually see as well when the box we're using goes over stuff. Like, you can see the box shake because it's a box and it's got like a hard edge that's like shaking against. So I'm just thinking, like, what would be the alternative to that? Like, how would you make this not shake? Like, how would you make it be able to go up little ledges and stuff? Oh my god, so close. So I think the trick, yeah, okay. So what's funny is the driving system is actually bugging, or like the wheel system I was talking about that stops the box from rotating properly is actually what's stopping it from going around the loop. Because the box doesn't rotate with the loop. I'm not, like, while I'm doing this, just driving around, I'm thinking, like, what can I even do? Like, my solutions of fixing this, I think, are way too big. My mind immediately goes to, like, well, I'll make a custom physics engine where the car is built out of parts of, like, wheels and the upper body, and then I'll use Verlet particle physics to transfer the forces from the wheels to the body so that they properly, bounce back and forth. But, like, I feel like that's way too big of a solution. I feel like there has to be some little way to just make a simulated car with a rigid body. Wee. So now I can't turn for whatever reason. Wait, what? Okay, I just all of a sudden started turning. Was that a bug? I guess maybe that was me not being focused on the Unity window. Now it's so hard to drive straight because it wobbles back and forth. Oh my god, I just did it. Dude, we just did it. We just did like 3 loop-de-loops. Oh my god. Okay. So that's possible. That's cool. That's actually so easy. Oh my god. That's pretty sick. That is actually sick. That does not look like good physics. Do you see how slow it's... Okay, that looked buggy there. That looked like that is not how it was supposed to, like, fall. I wonder if... I bet it has something to do with the way I'm changing the velocity here. That's weird. Now I can't turn. Oh, I guess it's just, yeah, the really weak turning. Okay, I need to figure out... Alright, this is actually really good. I said that I wanted to go and build a little map to test the car in so that we'll have a better way of testing the car physics. And it's actually... This is actually so enlightening, because this is making me realize way more... Like, this is making me get a good idea of what I want the driving to do and how I want it to feel. So, now we're going to be focusing on... I think I might end up rewriting this car controller. I'm just thinking about, like that's the hard thing, is it's even hard for me to plan how to do this, because, like, fuck, I don't know how cars work. Or how physics of cars moving works. It's complicated. I'm gonna go get some water, come back, and probably just gonna be standing around here thinking about ways to do this, because I need to figure out a way to shift the velocity and angular velocity depending on the wheel friction and turning, except I need to keep it so that the car can actually, like, fall off of things. Like, I can't completely set the velocity because I still need the car to be able to, like, fall off things. Yeah. I almost feel like I need to take it back to, like, the basics and take out a bunch of this stuff I added in and just think about it from scratch. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go get water. Alright, I'm gonna put some music on while I think about this. So far, my initial thoughts are that I'm gonna stop using raycasts, because these seem really stupid, the way you can just get stuck in a spot where the ray goes into. I'm gonna try to get this working using on collision enter, so it actually uses the bottom of the box collider here of our car. And then I'm thinking like the whole bottom of the car is almost gonna act like wheels. So like the car can, unlike the raycast where it will get stuck in cracks in the ground, the bottom of the car should be able to move as long as some part of the bottom of the car is there. But then, that still doesn't answer the main question, that is, how do I apply the movement forces and things here? I guess what I'll do is I just start like, I think I'm honestly just gonna go back to the simple beginning of just having like none of this and just adding maybe the velocity, at least to start. You know what I just realized? Each time, oh my god, I think I know what's causing all of the windows to go white. I think it's Firefox playing videos. So each time it's gone white, it's after I play a video on YouTube. I'm kind of scared to play videos now. Like, I wonder if it's gonna crash stuff again or break things. I'm actually, to test this, I'm not gonna play videos. Alright, so I'm gonna rewrite this. I might copy this old code. So let me actually check. Is on collision stay called every frame? Or every fixed update?
Would you show me? I think you should show me the way. Yeah. I'm trying to be polite. Now we can try this one more time before I start to become unreasonable.
Yeah, per frame, it looks like.
I am San 7 ID. I don't quite know what you're playing.
So I guess I can use grounded similar to that. I'm actually just thinking
Show me where that
I can't just use contact normal Y. I guess I'll actually need to compare it. I gotta think about this. Music is a bit loud. Alright, I will turn it down. It's got like really, I don't know what it's called. It sounds like a garbage truck or something right now. It's like really deep in the gritty sound. I'm just thinking if this will work. Similar to this, if we can check if it's grounded by looping through the normals, except for the car here, I think instead of checking normals, we'll be checking whether or not the contact point is on the bottom of the box. So let me try that.
Time before I start to become unreasonable.
Alright, so this will give us the point in local space, which then should let us easily tell whether or not this is on the bottom of the thing. I'm just going to debug this and output it. I think when the Y is below 1 or negative 0.5 or negative 1, then it's touching the bottom, but I'm just gonna be sure. Alright, yeah, so negative 5, negative 0.5. It's interesting. Did it show 6 contact points? So it's got the one corner, the other corner, the other corner, and the other corner. And then what are these? These are like middle collisions, whatever. Hopefully it'll work. So then if local point dot y smaller than or equal to negative 0.5, then we are grounded, at least for this frame. Now, I think I can actually just apply basic movement now if we can check if we're grounded. I think I'm just going to start just by adding forward velocity when it's grounded. Are you sure you want to return early in the collision exit? Yep. As soon as it's... The only thing we're checking this is to check if grounded is true, so as soon as grounded is true, we don't need to check anything else. This could actually make the car fly upward if the forward is facing up. But let's see. Alright. It's not going anywhere. And I just realized this isn't tied to movement. Which is really not smart of me. False. Interesting. So I wonder if this isn't completely precise. I know that Unity rounds the debug.logs to a decent amount, but it doesn't round it that badly, does it? That it told me it was -0.5 and it's nowhere close to -0.5, is it? Two string on vectors is super round happy. Yeah. So it's probably nowhere near 0.5. That is gonna be maybe a big issue. That might actually be a big issue. Because that is not accurate. Like, that is not an accurate number. So I wonder if that is equal to the separation. So, like, how does that y coordinate change depending on the separation? Factor in an epsilon. Yeah, but that is nowhere close to the epsilon of floating point precision. I think it's based off the separation of the collisions here. But if it's unpredictable, I'm really hoping it's not unpredictable. Oh yeah, I think it's based off the separation. So we should be able to check this based off the separation. Oh, that is the conflicting thing is our car is actually scaled a little bit, which means the separation won't 100% carry over because it actually goes through a scaling factor. And the scaling also has rotation in it, so it's not just... Alright, I guess we'll make it... We'll figure out how to do this. I guess times 3 will do it. And we'll do math.adds. It's not uniformly scaled. Nope. Let me debug what this value is. What the separation is. Multiplied by 3. I would think this would work, but... Versus... 0.459 versus negative 4966. If this is smaller than that, should be... Wait. This doesn't make sense. This is smaller than that. If this is smaller than that... Wait. Okay. So if negative 0.496 is smaller than negative 0.459, that should be true. This actually doesn't make sense. So this is checking. I guess I'll flip these around to make it easier to read. I actually don't think I understand what's happening here. Wrap these in parentheses just to be sure. Smaller than or equal to. Yeah, this is definitely smaller. What the hell is that? That is a smaller number than the other number. Is it not returning true for whatever reason? I'm actually so confused. What is happening? So, when I debug log this, it says that LP.y is smaller than this value, the separation epsilon, but it isn't printing out grounded. That literally doesn't make sense. The debug.log says that the if should be returning true. Oh my god, it did work, but just for a second. Wait, so what is happening? What is happening? So it works the first time. And then it just doesn't... What? Is it not... This actually doesn't make sense. Is it not... Oh my god, I did on collision exit instead of stay. I'm actually dumb. Oh my god. Oh my god, I had on collision exit instead of stay. It was right in front of me the whole time. It was right in front of me the whole time. Okay, there we go. And it sent us straight through a wall. Well... Alright. Let's see if this works now. So we gotta tie this to input. Probably still too fast, so we'll turn it down a bit. Alright, and I won't be able to turn either right now. But, okay, we can at least move. Or go. Hold on, I think I can set up the physics layer here in the procedural terrain just right here. I just need to do... It would be cool if you could do different physics materials depending on the splat map. Now, where do I set this again? Is it under terrain data? No, I guess it's not under terrain data. I guess it would be... This would be under the terrain game object, under terrain collider. There we go. So now we can also set up the physics material. And I want to add turning here, at least basic, so that we can control this. This is the kind of complicated part. How do I calculate what the angular velocity should be? So the angular velocity is so dumb because it's stored as radians per second of the angle axis vector, which does not seem like a logical, I don't know. I guess it's logical, but it's like how do we add to the angular velocity? So I think forward would be roll, up would be turning left and right. So maybe if we add up, why add to the angular velocity directly? Because we need to turn the car. We need to turn it around, and that is rotation. And so adding torque, I believe, would just be basically the same thing. The torque... Wait. The torque is in world coordinates? You can add forces and torques at relative locations. Yeah, I need to add it across the whole thing. This is weird though, the torque is in a vector in world coordinates. What does that mean? So, like, does that mean the X and Z torque are the same because they both convert to Y-axis angular velocity? Yeah, actually that does, it says applied to the tangent of a circle. Yes, okay, that actually explains it. So if you do X or Z, they both turn into Y angular velocity. So in torque, it would actually be more complicated, I think. I'm actually curious. Maybe with torque I could just apply the right vector. I'm gonna try both. I'll try doing this and then I'll try adding torque. Alright, so that's what adding angular velocity looks like. It works to a decent degree. Very slidey. Very slidey is probably an understatement. Actually kind of fun. Alright, this is good. This doesn't count as grounded, so our detection is actually working. Alright, let's see what torque looks like. I think I can do the same thing here, but apply the right. Okay, so torque is not doing anything. Oh, it has a force mode. Okay, hold on. Force mode, impulse. Oh wait, no, velocity change. I think this is gonna end up being the same thing nearly as angular velocity, though. Weird, it's still not turning. Maybe it's not right. I guess I could try forward. I'm going to try the different forward, up, and right vectors, or the different basis vectors. See which one of these works. So I guess if this doesn't work on the ground, I'm going to try going up on this hill back here. And can we apply? No, so none of the torque is working. For whatever reason. I actually don't know why the torque isn't working. We have the instant velocity change. See, isn't torque normally added at a relative position? Add relative torque? I feel like part of the issue is this might not be relative. I don't know, let's try boosting it up to 1,000 and then we'll see what's happening. It should do at least something when I'm adding 1,000 force per second, right? Oh yeah! Interesting. Interesting, so right flips us upwards. So, I actually don't think torque is tangent. I don't think torque is tangent. Because if it was tangent, then right would convert to yaw. So does that mean that forward is what contributes? No, so forward ends up being roll. Yeah, so I get... Okay, this is really weird. I think you want up and down. Yeah, I do, but that's the thing, is torque should be different than the angular velocity axis. That's the thing, I did not think it was the same as the angular velocity axis, because... like... then this basically means this is nearly identical to adding to the angular velocity. I could have sworn that torque is different and it's applied on the tangent. It's like a, I don't know, like they explained, it's a world vector. But I guess not. I guess they just used the angular velocity rotation axis for torque, which does not, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that's what torque is. I thought torque was different than the axis of rotation. I thought torque was what that Stack Overflow said is the tangent of the force for the rotation. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this drifty driving is actually pretty fun. Are we ever gonna fall? Oh wait. Oh no, we're dead. Alright, I want to see if I can, I just want to see if I can do the loop-de-loop. I'm also thinking, like, alright, how am I going to make this not insanely slidey? I'm actually pretty happy with this system so far, because it's like... I just went up the wall. This feels smooth. It's very drifty, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. Oh, nice! We basically did the loop-de-loop. Yeah, okay, so how can I get this less drifty now? How do I counteract the side force? I'm honestly thinking of applying the force back, just like friction. Or applying the wheel tangent force, like friction. I'm thinking which one of these I start with and how I do it. Are you gonna have wheels? Yeah. So wheels are cosmetic. The idea is to have it drive just like with a flat surface. Like it's not actually gonna simulate wheels. It's just gonna use a box collider. And then wheels are gonna be cosmetic. But that is the thing. Oh, that was nice. I need to calculate, like right here when it's going sideways, if you actually have wheels, it should slow down. I basically need to simulate the side friction from wheels. Damn, that was sick. Holy shit, that was like, what was that, like 4 flips? Honestly though, my goal is just to make a system where it's just fun to just kind of drive this little vehicle around, so Unity exposes PhysX vehicle stuff through things like wheel colliders if that's something you're interested in trying out. Ah yes, you weren't here the other stream when I set up the PhysX wheel colliders. Because let me tell you, the PhysX wheel colliders are, holy shit, are they buggy. It is like... Yeah. Maybe I can bring up the video. Oh yeah, I'm too lazy to go through and look for it. We added wheel colliders to this at the beginning, and it went flying up into the air. So then I followed the wheel collider tutorial on the Unity website, and it didn't fly up into the air, but the car jittered back and forth on the wheels. It, like, basically it does not, and then searching up a whole bunch of other people, finding the wheel colliders to be super unstable. I don't know, maybe it was just like the little test that I set up, but yeah, my goal is to try to do this all with rigid body, just so that I have more stability. I'm thinking I should add at least a little bit of friction. How am I gonna do this friction? This is the main thing. I think a lot of the things like drifting just stem from the sideways friction. I'm also wondering, what if I just ramp up, like, the drag and friction and stuff and then compensate for that? Take the magnitude of the dot product of the velocity, direction, and forward and use that to generate some drag. That's true. So my idea actually right now is, what if we change the drag of the whole object depending on whether or not it's drifting? And then all the movement is applied by the wheels. So basically, if it's grounded, we apply movement force. See, but then the thing is, when it's not grounded, we won't really have the drag. And the drag definitely seems to limit the max velocity. Actually, I don't know. That feels pretty good. Except for the fact that it feels like it doesn't have wheels. So yeah, I'm gonna try ramping up the drag and then doing like full control via adding here. Okay. Alright, lesson learned. So if the drag is so high, it literally can't even fall from gravity. Ah, yes. So that isn't gonna work. I guess I'll look into applying friction. Yeah, so I don't like the way the drag slows down gravity. I am not a fan of that. So I'm gonna use friction here. Weird, I can't rotate it now. Oh, weird. It's counting as grounded when it's not grounded. Oh, okay, so the friction, I see. So the friction makes it so the car can flip over just from the tiniest thing. Which is actually somewhat similar to how an actual car should work. Huh. Interesting. I think it should register as grounded if it's on its side. It kind of is. If it's the bottom part of the car that's grounded, then it does. Or the bottom part of the cube, I should say. Or box. Yeah, interesting. So if the friction's too high, it can't turn at all. Yeah, very interesting. Friction's weird. So neither of these, friction or drag, do exactly what I want in terms of slowing the car down. I think we're actually going to need to do custom friction as an opposing force. It is pretty fun just going and doing flips like that. You shouldn't be able to turn when the car isn't moving either. An actual car, you need to go forward to actually rotate from the wheels. This definitely feels like drifting right now. If the whole game was just drifting, then this would actually work pretty well, but it's not. This is really good. Like, this driving right here is pretty damn fun. Okay, I'm probably gonna go out the map. Did we go out the map? I think we just flew out the map. We flew out the map. Oh, so close. I'm so determined to get this loop-de-loop.
If you go to any village, if you go to any city, usually a part of their belief, a part of their myths, the jinn are mentioned. So whether it be ghosts or spirits or the dead returning in spirit form, these are all what we find in the tradition of the people. Usually they're referring to the jinn.
Oh, it was so close. Yeah, it's actually way harder to do the loop-de-loop when you have way more drifting. Which, I mean, shouldn't be surprising.
We know that the jinn are created from a
Oh,
stimulus
close.
of
Close. Yes! Yes! A double loop-de-loop! We did it! Okay, I'm happy. Alright. Alright, good. Good. That's what the game is about. It's just having fun. Alright, so now the question is, how do we apply... I guess I could take the code from this old control. I think I actually had somewhat of an idea here. Applying the forward vector. But I think what I actually have to do is I need to get the forward vector relative to the ground. So I wonder if I get the normal here of the contact point, and then get the forward vector relative to the ground so that the car moves parallel to the ground. I feel like that might be the key. Hold on, I'm gonna go get more water and then we'll look into doing that.
Your will is my command.
So I'm thinking though, technically the friction should also have to do with the angular velocity. So, like, I'm just thinking like the angular velocity technically is only friction when the wheels are forward. When the wheels are sideways, some of it isn't friction, it's actually the wheels turning. I guess I'll try just simulating this to begin. So, if the body direction is not equal to the forward, then that's friction? Actually, so the only thing that's actually friction is if the velocity... No, actually, this is different. So actually, I think the friction should be the right. There's no friction when it's moving up. So this way friction will be full when it's on the right. It'll be negative when the friction is pushing the other way. Of the right vector. I don't know if that's actually useful. I guess I could just put this through abs. Or do abs dot. So now, maybe turn this friction into a multiplier. So let's try that. So maybe this will apply the friction just to this. Or just to the velocity, but not the angular velocity. Oh my god, it actually works. Look at that. It drifts out to the side. Now the angular velocity keeps going. But that's actually okay. Ooh. So now I just need to add some drag or something to the... Wait, actually, hold on. If we just add some drag to the angular velocity, does that work? Angular drag doesn't seem to do that much. Yeah, I guess I should find the proper way to do that. Okay, that's actually working pretty well. It's got the sideways friction force now. So you can actually like stop pretty quickly now. Wait, velocity assign attempt to car is not valid. Input velocity not a number. Wait, was time.delta time 0? Hold on, I want to add a check here. If fixed delta time smaller than equal to epsilon. Does delta time ever get fed in as 0? That could be a serious issue. Otherwise, why would this be not a number? I can't think of anything. Like, is forward not a number? I feel like maybe POW 0? Is POW 0 undefined? Maybe mathf POW 0 undefined? It could be the mathf POW undefined. No, it doesn't say anything about it being undefined. Yeah, I wonder if fixed delta time is 0 for whatever reason. It's at the time multiplier, but if you're not doing that, fixed update shouldn't give you 0. Update can create problems when you're running at hundreds of FPS. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Where did not a number come from here? Forward should be absolutely fine. Get access should be... like, all of this should be absolutely fine. The only thing I can see is... oh, I wonder if when the velocity is 0 and it's normalized, does that not get handled by Unity? I thought that when Unity normalized vectors, it handled not a number, but it might not. So, normalized will still be 0. Yeah, that's... so this literally doesn't make sense. This does not make sense. I guess I can manually check if velocity equals not a number, and then I can actually output some debug data or something, if it is. I'm confused. Everything works. What are you passing to POW? 1 minus friction, which is the dot product of the body velocity and the transform right vector. The only thing I can think of, like, so this doesn't make sense, because even when fixed delta time is 0, POW should return 1. So, like, it literally doesn't make sense. So we can check for not a number here. Velocity.x, and then we can debug what these values were. Very weird. I wonder how to get it to happen again. How did that even happen the first time? Like, I think I was just driving around, it wasn't even anything special. Alright, so maybe I should make it so that you can't drive when you're sideways in the car. I'm really confused though, like what error even happened here? I am confused. I'm just gonna leave this and see if any errors pop up. Yeah, so if the vector is too small to be normalized, the 0 vector will be returned. So, yeah, according to this, everything should be working. Okay, so this is really weird. I can't move. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. It's because I turned the drag way up. Of course. I'm really annoyed by that error because I might never get it again. Like, there might literally be a bug and I can't figure it out because the bug literally doesn't happen. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I guess I'm gonna leave this code here just in case it ever happens again so I can debug what these values were and where it came from, but that literally seems like just a random not a number error. I wonder if my RAM is dying. Probably not. There would be other signs, I'm sure. So I gotta figure out how to apply this friction to the angular velocity, because the sideways friction for the car isn't the same friction as the angular velocity. I guess I could limit this based off if you're turning. Yeah, like I almost think I'll need a separate velocity for the rotation. Alright, I'm gonna go. I want to go and get some stuff done before the end of the day. This was a pretty productive stream. We're doing more and more Unity programming again, which is good. Like I said, if you want to just make games, I do think it's good to just like, or at least for me, I'm forcing myself to deal with Unity even though I don't like a lot of the engine, because I think like getting to the end goal of making a game is like, it's like such a big project. You basically have to use different tools like what's given to you with Unity, even if they don't work absolutely perfectly. This car driving is really interesting because like, it's like, I don't know, how an actual, like there's so many different aspects of the mechanics that go into a car system. It's just like, I don't know if there's even a perfect way to do it, but it's definitely fun to try and progress through. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Unity programming stream. I'll see you around. I hope everyone has a good day, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for watching.
I fear nothing, for I feel nothing at all.